Hello, welcome to the final presentation of the Kansas Cosmos Project. This is spring 2021 for our Honors 292 Special Topics course. I'm Ty Edwards, and I'm the Kansas Studies Institute Director, and I am one of the project coordinators for this project. My colleagues are...
My name is Jim Hopper. I'm Professor Chair of the Web Development Digital Media Program.
Hi, I'm Terry Niemer. I'm Instructor and Chair of Graphic Design Department.
I'm Doug Patterson. I am a Professor of Astronomy here at Johnson County Community College.
I'm Andy Young. I'm an adjunct professor, web development, and I serve as the advisor for the development team.
The vision for this project was to use something large, like the state of Kansas, in order to teach the public and students about the scope and scale of our solar system by mapping the solar system over the state of Kansas. One of our goals is that this will help especially young people learn about the size of our solar system and the objects within it, but also allow people as they travel across the state of Kansas to learn about where orbits of various planets would be located and the sizes again of those objects as they travel. For reference, JCCC will serve as the sun in this project, and the sun would be about the size of JCCC's baseball field, all the way to Pluto, whose orbit would stretch to liberal Kansas, and Pluto would be about the size of a basketball. This is a graphic using Google Earth that shows the orbits of the planets in our solar system mapped over the state of Kansas, which our app will show in an interactive and gorgeous way, as you will see as we proceed. And I want to say that this project has been an impressive feat by our students, impressively directed by our interdisciplinary faculty, and especially in the context of the pandemic, seeing the work that these students have done, both on campus and now digitally and remotely, has been impressive and the most encouraging academic thing I've experienced during the pandemic. So their work is just really impressive, and I'm very grateful for it. You can visit this site anytime at kansascosmos.org and see the beautiful work that our students have done. This is our student team who's been working on the project, fall 2020.
Ultimately, we decided to create the app for all audiences with a tone of voice for 12 to 14-year-olds. Our goal here was to reach as many people as possible while keeping the app engaging for everyone.
All of the research teams' hard work is here again. So it's been a great experience, just to reiterate what everyone else has said as well.
We chose a font and graphic style that aligned with our brand personality. The colors are inspiring and friendly.
We will continue to improve and adjust our designs considering usability at every turn.
So we began by creating kind of like a browser geolocation demonstration. This is just a starting point for the development team and also what the design team themselves have come up with.
So we're starting on the Mercury home screen. This view allows you to see where Mercury would be on the scale of the state and what size it would be. We have some engaging information here written by the research team.
So as the research faculty advisor, I guided Macy and Sterling.
Research also wrote the bios for our Kansas stars. Kansas has contributed several talented minds towards the field of space exploration. We hope that younger people using the app will be inspired to pursue space science.
And our wonderful group of students this semester will now introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Emily Alfin, and I am a graphic design student currently on the Kansas Cosmos project, and I have been on this project since the beginning.
Hello, my name is Kevin Atherton. I'm the lead developer. I've been on this project since the first semester.
Hi, I'm Anna Bailey. This is my third semester on the project. I'm part of the graphic design team.
Hello, I'm Macy Branch, and I worked research.
Hi, I'm Katie Nordberg, and I am a web developer on the team.
Hi, I'm Taylor Schober. I was happy to join this semester with the Kansas Cosmos, and I am part of graphic design.
Hi, I'm Cassie Williams, and this is my second semester as a developer on the project.
So everything you see on the website, all the writing, was handled by me.
The graphic design team, I also feel like had a lot of refinement and technical responses, and there was a logo design process. And I think one of the things that is I'm most proud as an instructor is the fact that the design team works with all teams and they've been able to work on this project consistently over several semesters and work really well amongst themselves.
As part of the graphic design team this semester, we brainstormed and brought ideas forward for our Kansas Cosmos logo. The logos you see at the top are the four that we brought together to the team to discuss. We decided after working with our team that we wanted to move forward with logos A and B. You'll see with logo A, all of the colors of the planets are represented within this shape that looks like a sun ray, as well as a sunflower, which is very Kansas. Ultimately, we decided that the logo that would work best for our audience was this sunflower with the rays of each of the planets within the middle of it. As the user is introduced to the logo, it is large and in the center on the home page, which is this middle image toward the bottom. And then as the user moves through the app, they will see the logo consistent in the upper left-hand corner.
The main thing I focused on this semester as I joined on with the graphic design team was helping with creating a cohesive set of original planets to be used on the website. We wanted to focus on creating something illustrative and fun for our age group, and they are used in multiple places on the website.
One of the things that I was tasked with this semester was to look at our home page. The original one is on the left-hand side. The way it was functioning was great, but the way it looked is not quite in line with what our audience would like to see. We wanted something that was more fun, more engaging for the user. So we tried a few different things on the right, and we ended up with a more colorful home screen that really gets across the idea of what we're trying to communicate with the arrow that comes down into the state and points at each planet as you scroll through the illustrations that Taylor did. Another thing that we worked on this semester was the Kansas Stars page. We used user testing to learn how users were interacting with this page and found out that they didn't understand that they needed to tap the card to flip it. So that was a challenge that we had to overcome with our design. We
held 2 rounds of user testing. We tested over 200 people, and we had some fairly interesting results. We found that 65% of our audience felt like the app was very easy to use or better. Our research showed us that the audience loved the color palette, thought the graphics were incredible. So by putting it out in front of the audience, letting them test it, we're able to take the vision of the research team and the design team and have the dev team bring it to life.
My responsibility for this semester, I still maintained being more of a kind of like the lead programmer and project lead as a sort of different way of saying it. So for instance, this being the first version of the homepage, this is what I created at the start of the semester, bringing in the basic structure of it and the functionality of it, making sure that it worked. The web page altogether would be able to have its various components be able to talk to each other so that we could accomplish some of the more technical things that we needed to bring the design team's vision to life.
A big part of my role this semester has been working on getting this home nav revamped from what you just saw Kevin present to its final form right now. We went from having no background or having a card like underneath, we brought it up. It used to not have swiping capabilities. I was the one who implemented that plugin, which is very nice. It's very important, I think, to have touch-based swiping on a web app designed for mobile phones because that's what you're expecting. So we can see the orbits when you navigate through each planet. You can see it lights up. We have the different orbits lighting up, indicating what planet you're on. Another thing is that going off of user testing, we noticed that some of the users were complaining about the button direction. When you press this button, you went forward, and you can see you're going forward incrementally from the sun. But when you pressed right, you were going left. We got that changed around so that now when you click to the right, you're going to the right. When you click to the left, you're going to the left. And that was something that we were able to change based off user feedback. So
I worked on a variety of smaller implementations, interactive and UX, within the site this semester, including a star field background on all the pages and a max width added so that it always looks sort of similar to the tablet view and looks good on desktop as well as mobile and tablet. Another implementation that I made was to the nav menu to make sure that we had a closeout button that was similar to where the menu was and made sense in a UX perspective, as well as a nav menu that closes out when you go to a new page in the site. I also worked on getting the logo added in that the design team worked on and making sure that it links us back to the home page. Worked on more implementations with the new design for the Kansas Stars page, which included adding this text that we have here into the CMS so that the research team can go in and edit and change information as needed, and also used a lot of the hard work that Katie did with the Splide plugin to get that effective on the Kansas Stars page so that it also has a swipe effect on the mobile. Also worked on getting this card flip to happen, as our first designs had the cards all vertically aligned and you couldn't swipe through them. And they didn't flip, they were just next to each other. So worked on getting that implemented as well.
As you can tell, this project is very impressive, but don't just take our word for it. We've also earned awards on this project. The instructors received JCCC's 2021 NISOT Excellence Award. So this award recognizes individuals who demonstrated teaching and leadership excellence. One of the unique things about this project is not only is it a collaborative teaching and student project-based learning course, but it also integrates curriculum that is on what we call the transfer side. So often transfers into degree programs and bachelor's programs across the state, but also implements our career programs like graphic design and web development that lead directly to career fields from JCCC. Also, all of the people involved in this project, students and instructors, were selected for JCCC's 2021 League of Innovation Award, and this basically celebrates outstanding work by faculty, staff, and students, and you can see that in kansascosmos.org. We also, of course, want to thank some of our various patrons in this process. So the JCCC Honors Program, who housed us at JCCC. Also, many of the honors students participated in this project. The Kansas Studies Institute, of course, is the project coordinator. And we received generous financial support from the JCCC Foundation. And please make sure you check back to kansascosmos.org frequently, because we will do updates on this site from the student agency at JCCC, where some of our current students will be doing all kinds of neat new features that will be great for interactive experiences. I also want to say, on a personal note, this is an amazing amount of student work. It is an impressive project. They created something from nothing, and they turned it into something that is not only impressive and beautiful, but it is a public service. So this is something useful to students and useful to the general public to help them understand the scope and scale of our solar system. Also, on another note, almost all of the work on this project took place during the pandemic. That is, of course, a challenge for everyone in all contexts. Many of the instructors and students had children at home and other caregiving challenges. But it was also a very camaraderie-based experience and a wonderful experience for a lot of us, as the only interaction we had with colleagues or students in a sort of face-to-face regular environment. So I want to thank all of the instructors and the students for their excellent work on this project, and I want to encourage all of you at home to visit kansascosmos.org frequently. Thank you.